In this video, we're going to learn how to knit into a double yarn over, and I'm going to show you how to knit into it both using a wrapping method or an English method and Continental. So in our sample, we have a stockinette sample, which means we have knit on the right side of the work and purl on the wrong side of the work. So I am purling the stitches up to each of my double yarn overs. However, you're going to follow your pattern and do whatever it says. So I've worked to within one stitch of the double yarn over, and so I need to purl that last stitch. So I'm going to put the yarn to the front of the work. I'm going to purl that stitch, and then you can see we're at the double yarn over, which is essentially the yarn wrapped twice around the needle when we were working the opposite side. So to knit into a double yarn over, you're going to knit the first stitch. So you're going to put your yarn to the back of the work like you would for a knit stitch. Insert the needle from the front to the back, wrap the yarn around, pull it through, and slide that first yarn over off, taking care to leave the second yarn over on. Now it's not possible to knit into the yarn over again because it won't create a stitch because of the nature of how knitting works. So you're going to need to purl into the second yarn over. So bring your yarn to the front of your work, insert your needle as if to purl, wrapping the yarn once, slide the needle through, slide that next yarn over off, and you can see you have two stitches that have been created in that single yarn over stitch. So again, in our sample, we're going to purl over to the next yarn over. In your work, you're going to follow the pattern instructions, and you're either going to knit or purl, depending on what your instructions say to do, to get to the next double yarn over. In our swatch, we have approximately 5 stitches in between each yarn over. So I've now purled the last stitch before the next double yarn over. So you can see there's our double yarn over. So again, put your yarn to the back of the work like you would to knit. Insert the needle in a traditional manner, yarn over, pull that first yarn over off, leaving the next one on. Bring your yarn to the front of the work as if to purl. Insert the needle again as if to purl. Wrap the yarn, bring it through to the back side, and slide that second yarn over off. Now I'm going to show you how to do this if you knit Continental, meaning you hold the yarn in your left hand. So now we're going to purl over to the next set of double yarn overs, and so we're simply purling those stitches, purl those like normal. So now you're at your double yarn over. Again, you're going to knit the first yarn over. So put the yarn to the back, knit the first stitch, slide that yarn over off, being careful not to drop the second yarn over. Bring your yarn to the front and purl that stitch, slide both off, and you can see 2 stitches in 1 yarn over. Again, we're going to purl over to our last double yarn over, purl like normal. We're at our last set, and we're going to knit that first stitch, purl the next one, slide it off, and we actually have one more that we're going to do. So purl over. When you do this, you're going to follow whatever your pattern instructions are. This is just for our sample. So again, that last one, yarn in back, insert the needle, wrap the yarn, bring it through, slide the wrap off, move the yarn to the front of the work, insert the needle, wrap the yarn, bring it through, slide the needle off. And then we're going to purl to the end of our row. And then if we look at the front side of our work, you can see we have these nice open eyelets with 2 stitches worked into each one. And that is how you knit into a double yarn over.